Hi, and welcome to Bululú Wellness, your guide to well-being. Here, we simplify health with practical and easy-to-use tools to help you live a healthier life. Hello, and welcome back to Bululú Wellness. This is where we are rebuilding energy from the root, one episode at a time. And of course, this is where we are going to build real energy, resilience, and a body you feel safe in. Today is going to be one of my favorite topics of all times. And we are talking about fuel. If that word feels triggering after years of dieting, restriction, or clean eating, you are not alone. We are going to flip the script on what it really means to nourish our metabolism. So, my friends, let me tell you, for years, I was in the fitness industry and I represented one of the most famous companies out there. And there was times that I didn't understand what my body needs. Now, you need to understand something. I came from South America, where my mom is Peruvian and my dad Italian, and we looked very different that the country that I was living in. And I always felt a bigger body. My height was a little bit bigger. I was very muscular from the beginning. When I was 7, I went to the doctor, and because of my BMI, the doctor told my mom that I was overweight and to stop feeding me Oreos, which the most hilarious part about that story is that we never got Oreos or anything in the house. I always had to go to my neighbor's house in order to eat the Oreos. So it was interesting that since at age 7, I was being told that I was overweight. And I wish that you can see my pictures. And maybe if you follow me on social media, you've seen them. But when I look at my pictures now, I feel so much compassion for that little girl that was just simply being. And if that little girl looks like an overweight girl, I don't know what to tell you. Since I was very young, I was really conscious of eating. Especially also my brother was put on a diet, and I feel that I kind of experienced a little bit of a disorder eating since young, but I never saw my weight change. Now, in adolescent years, which is interesting, you have to eat a lot more than any other years, except for when you are a baby and you're growing up. But adolescent years is the years that you can feed your body 2,500, 3,000 calories, and your body will burn it. But at the same time, because of being a girl and always obsessing about how little I should be eating, I was not eating enough for the activity levels that I was having. For years, I was obsessed with eating, I wouldn't say as little as possible, but I was very self conscious of what I was eating. I was eating very low calories for sure. And I was really always in fear of carbs or just trying to eat protein bars and shakes because that's what the media and the marketing was sending this message to me that I should be eating. I thought I was super disciplined. I always kind of felt a little off, and I'm guessing it's because my thyroid was not getting enough nutrients, but I also felt very anxious and very moody. I feel like I was always a bit of like an angry person, and my body was begging for more. And I honestly feel so much compassion for that person. What I did not know is that I truly wasn't broken. I was just under fueling. And nobody ever told me that. It's not until now that I started working with female and female bodies and calculating their energy needs, and also working with female athletes and pursuing my postgraduate degree in sports nutrition is when I finally understand the female athletes and the female body, and especially if you're an active individual. And then I realized, wow, my feelings are way too common. And the truth is that if you're feeling burned out, craving sugar constantly, or hitting a wall every afternoon, you don't need less food. You need smarter fuel. Okay, so you know me. We're gonna break it down, physiology, and then I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks so you can fuel yourself properly. Okay, so let's break it down. When you restrict calories or skip meals, your body sees it as a stressor. And if you're interested about understanding the stressors, just check out the last episode where we talked about how that happens. The body adapts by lowering your metabolism. What that means is that you're signaling your thyroid, hey, we are in emergency, so stop production of everything. The thyroid is the one that is in charge of the metabolism, and it reduces hormone production, so it can conserve energy. Your thyroid, cortisol, and sex hormones all take that hit. This is why women who diet chronically often lose their cycle, feel cold, or cannot build muscle, or just get really stuck in that weight loss plateau. Now, this is super common, everybody, but it's not just about calories, it's about cellular fuel availability. Let me say that one more time: cellular fuel availability. So, when you eat enough protein, carbs, and fats at the right time, you will stabilize your blood sugar, you will support your cortisol regulation, and you create a safety in your body. And this is what boosts metabolism. So if your energy is crashing, it's not really about willpower problem, it's about a fuel problem. And once again, this is something that I see all the time. Every time I put someone on a higher calorie diet because they've been dieting for a long time and they're just eating 1,000, 1,200 calories, and all of a sudden this body truly needs 1,800, 2,000 calories, you start seeing results. And I know sometimes you don't believe me, but please believe in this. I've been there, done that. It's not fun. Let's just reset all this. This week, instead of asking, what can I cut in regards of food, ask yourself, what can I add to fuel better? You can also try this energy building meal structure. 1 palm of protein. It could be chicken, it could be eggs, it could be lentils, turkey. Then add 1 cupped hand of carbs. It could be rice, it could be sweet potato, it can be fruit. 1 thumb of fat, which it could be your nuts, your olive oil, your seeds, and fiber rich vegetables such as spinach, peppers, zucchini, all you want. And just notice, how do you feel after fueling your body intentionally? This small shift can rewire your metabolism and your mindset. Like I said, friends, underfueling is a big issue, and I want to make sure that you are successful and feeling great every single day of your life. If this clicked for you, I would love for you to share this episode with someone who's tired of the diet roller coaster. And if you're curious about learning how to fuel, not restrict, check out the Energy Reset program. It's where we rebuild your energy from the ground up. Like I said, follow me on Instagram for more daily tips and recipes. And remember, you do not need to do more. You need to fuel and regulate smarter. Talk to you next week. If you enjoy what you hear, subscribe and share it with someone who might need it. The more people join us, the closer we get to building a wellness community for everyone. Thank you for being here. Now let's navigate this Bululú together. This podcast is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any condition or disease. If you need help, please seek professional care.